Hello again and welcome to the Hope Above YouTube channel. This evening we'll be taking a look at the revived Inquisition that is taking place in Russia. If you take the time, you see many false videos on YouTube stating Putin is fighting against New World Order. These videos have no basis in scripture, as no one can fight against what God has ordained through his infinite power to bring about. I'm going to read from Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. 4. And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds, and tongues, and nations. 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Putin is not fighting the world order, he is part of it and working for it as well. If you take the time, you find leaders from all over the world go before the Pope. Putin and the Pope met to work towards protecting Christians. But remember, the Pope is the vine of Sodom and worships Satan. See my interview of Apostle Peter Part 1 to understand it. So what does the Pope really mean when he speaks of defending Christians? We just found out what he and Putin consider to be Christians. The Pope has met with Putin and a leader of the Catholic Orthodox Russian Church, Patriarch Kirill, to heal the divine. Pope stated the following: According to Pope Francis, Putin is the only one with whom the Catholic Church can unite to defend Christians in the East. If you believe this pertains to all Christians and Catholics, you are greatly deceived. Please research the real history of the Catholic Church and its slaughter of Christians, and even indigenous Indians. With that statement, we find a zebra cannot change its stripes, neither can the institution change its hatred for true Christianity. Not long after meeting with Putin and Kirill, we see Russia is passing laws that target not the Catholic Orthodox Church but the 1% of Russia, the Protestants. Putin is passing laws under the guise of anti-terrorist activities that target 1% the populations. Is the United States using terrorist events to take our freedoms and rights? Seems that USA and Russia are using the same playbooks. The new laws do not pertain to the Catholic Orthodox Russian Church. Let's discuss some of the laws from the New World Order fighting Putin. The amendments, including laws against sharing faith in homes, online, or anywhere but recognized church buildings, go into effect July 20th, earlier reporting June 29th. Christians in Russia won't be allowed to email their friends an invitation to church or to evangelize in their own homes if Russia's newest set of surveillance and anti-terrorism laws are enacted. To share their faith, citizens must secure a government permit through a registered religious organization, and they cannot evangelize anywhere besides churches and other religious sites. The restrictions even apply to activity in private residences and online. Here's where it gets interesting. The Catholic Russian Orthodox Church is exempt. The same church the Pope just met with and signed a document together. Proposed by United Russia Party lawmaker Irina Yerovia, the law appears to target religious groups outside the Russian Orthodox Church, because it defines missionary activities as religious practices to spread a faith beyond its members. If that is interpreted as the Moscow Patriarchate is likely to, it will mean the Orthodox Church can go after ethnic Russians, but that no other church will be allowed to, according to Frank Gogol, an expert on religious and ethnic issues in the region. Is it any surprise the Catholic Orthodox Church is back in a position to persecute Christians just like the Vatican is in America? Make no mistake, the world will unite to kill Bible-believing Christians. Thank you for tuning into the Hope Above YouTube channel. Please read your Bible and do not fall for the videos show Russia is fighting the New World Order. Revelation makes it clear the whole world loves the Antichrist, and Putin has gone before the Pope just like the prostitute president of the United States.